Hello! Coming in a little early because I need to reset up the stream window because the everything that happened on Monday happened. So the whole reason why I didn't stream on Monday is that my OBS decided that it couldn't find some files and didn't want to open. So I ended up having to reset everything. On my OBS, so I had to like reconstruct all my scenes, all of that good stuff. So hopefully everything is okay now. I'm not sure why the tip jar is taking so long to load in, but that's fine. Hopefully it will eventually. And we can get down to business. I'm gonna need to reset the Angels with Scaly Wings window though. Give me a second. Because you can hear it, but you can't see it. So let me fix that. So anyways, yeah, I'm really sorry about what happened on Monday. Obviously, there's no way that I could have foreseen this. It was a thing that happened. And thanks to Twy, who really helped me get through a lot of it. There's still a thing on top of that. Let me get rid of that really quickly. There we go. So Twy really helped me get through a lot of it and suggested a bunch of fixes. That would have helped if things had gone better, but here we are. It's alright, it's not a big deal. I was able to reset everything pretty quickly, and I actually implemented a couple things that I was really looking to do. Anyways, so I'm excited for you guys to see them once we, get to that point. So anyways, today we are going for Lorem, who seems like kind of I thought he was a minor character because he's not like one of the main four that's on the big page here, right? But apparently he also has endings, and apparently you can only get the good ending if you see everybody's good ending. So I would have to assume that he counts, but I'm not super sure. So I think we're just gonna we're gonna go for it, and we're gonna get his endings, and yeah, it's gonna be great. Um, Not sure. I know it's a weird time for me to be streaming, but so a lot of my regulars might not be able to make it. But my dad is coming in to visit me tonight, so I didn't feel like I could stream at my usual time in case we decide to do something at 9, because he gets in at 9:30 and I usually stream at 9. So I was like, probably should not plan to stream for that late at night. So if you are in the chat, if you could tell me how everything sounds, that would be awesome. I would really appreciate that. And other than that, we can just get started. I'm hoping the internet's gonna hold up. It's being a little shaky right now, but hopefully it should hold through okay. We're gonna hope. So what we're gonna do is I'm just reading through the spoiler-free guide that I have right now. And making sure that I know what we need to do. I think for Lorem, there's only one thing that we need to do that we haven't already done, and it involves going to the police archives in like chapter 3 or 4, I forget. But one of those two, and we have to go get something from the archives that we weren't able to do last time we went because we were getting Nadine's stuff. So we couldn't do it, but now we can, because things are cool. So anyways, like our previous playthroughs of this game, I'm going to be skipping through most of the story because it's not super important for right now. Once we get to doing the bad ending next stream and then the good ending after that, we will do the entire story. But for now, we don't really need to do this. We can just skip to character selection because I believe we should blah blah blah, investigating. We are going to obviously meet with Lorem because that's who we're going for. Duh. So if you remember, since I did kind of skip it, Lorem is like a mail person. He delivers mail, and he expressed interest in meeting us to talk about human myths, which bear some importance. And he said for some kind of project that he's working on, so we agreed to meet him, and here we are. Look at him, he's so cute. He's such a cute little blue baby. All right, hey Lorem. No, I know I've done this date before, because I've done it on one of my own playthroughs, and I think we've also done it once on stream, but obviously we're not gonna skip it, because I need to make sure we get all the right answers. Ah, of course. I almost didn't. Sass. The correct answer is, well, I'm here now. Yeah, I can certainly see that. Don't sass me. I'm kind of surprised you wanted to meet me here. Don't take this the wrong way, but are you even old enough to drink? They don't have a drinking age here. Oh, never mind. He is an adult. He's just small. Oh, sure. Before we get to that, you haven't even told me yet what exactly all this is for. Are you sure you're not a reporter? It's true. And I thought the uniform was just a clever disguise. He did come in his little postman uniform. Excuse me, but this still really doesn't tell me anything about why I'm here. You're a postman who wants to interview me for what exactly? Yeah, that sounds good. I already regret coming here. The correct answer is go ahead. I, recently graduated college with a degree in computing and moved here with a good friend of mine. Oh, wait, I don't have to read his dialogue with me. Then why'd you move here? Then why move here in the first place? Tell you, Diana and I are on the same wavelength. He's got other plans. He's making a video game. It sounds interesting. It does. Well, oh, he's blushing. I think the correct answer would actually feel a little deceived. I mean, he wasn't straight up with me. But we are gonna stay, obviously. Because we're gonna try and get his ending, so we can't just leave. Well, I'm already here, and I have nothing else to do, so let's make the most of this. You're welcome. At least I won't have to be so careful now. With a reporter, I'd have to worry about things being misinterpreted or being taken out of context. Ooh, no pressure. Good. I think it's don't get, I'm sure. Is the correct answer. I'm sure of it. Let me think. Why do you want to make this game in the first place? I've always wanted to make a video game. It does kind of seem like some perfect timing. I don't know. Don't you think my visit will overshadow your efforts? People may not be so interested in playing a game about humans anymore if they had a real one show up. That's true. And my mascot. Based on the truth. Okay, but why focus on humans? What makes us so important? It's just like dragons in our world. LOL. The irony. Good. I'm with you on this. He loves humans. If you say it like that, it actually ends up sounding pretty weird. Besides, what if I turn out to be a horrible person? What would you think about humans then? Because I am. I mean, what? Good. Then what is your current opinion of us based on? I mean, you can't fault his enthusiasm. Telling you all of it might not be such a good idea. Yeah. Anyway, what's the actual game about? What do you do? Nice. Mythical creatures like humans. Mm-hmm. He's making The Sims, basically. But you know what? That sounds like my kind of game. I love The Sims. What other mythical creatures are there besides humans? How so? For example, in general, the mythical human can be divided into 3 categories. How are you going to represent all of these categories? Let's start with the physical aspects. Yeah? No, not really. I can rub 2 sticks together to make fire. Oh, okay, that doesn't count. We're not cool enough. Whatevs. Interesting. Could be. Or maybe we never had it in the first place. Humans are known to have created a lot of things out of nothing. After all, we only needed to discover how to create and use fire because we didn't have a natural ability to do so. We have a proverb that sums this up pretty well. Necessity is the mother of invention. Yeah. Here's another thing. You may have many different images of humans, but in the end, only one can be right. It's also possible that what you've been led to believe about humans doesn't actually refer to us at all. No, I'm just saying that if you'd really been in contact with humans before, as your myths imply, they would each belong to the same species as me, and thus be very similar to myself. If they aren't, then either they weren't humans at all, or have very different origins. It's very possible. Sweet. What did you call them again? Non-physical and spiritual, right. What's the difference? Okay. What do you know about angels? Because of the wings? Ah. But some of your dragon species don't have wings either. Okay. When we met, you also told me something about a 4-headed human. Creatures that just don't make much sense. It does, I agree. So in the end, you have a lot of different ideas whose only connection to each other is that you use the word human to describe them in some way. Cool. What are they? Yeah, no, humans don't. We are mammals, though. Sentient mammals. You've got a point there, I'll give you that. Strangely enough, we have plenty of human-like creatures in our mythologies as well. You already mentioned ghosts, but some other ones include dwarves, giants, fairies, and blemmies. Essentially, a blemis is a human without a head. Instead of a head, they just have all their facial features on their chest. I have never heard of this before. It is. There are also a lot of half creatures that share some characteristics with humans and other animals. Sure. Lastly, there are creatures that are said to be able to shapeshift into human form. Strangely enough, some of our dragon myths said they could shapeshift into humans, or that certain countries' royalty are descended from dragons. It's possible. I guess so. I suppose none of this is on here, so it doesn't matter, I guess. All part of being an ambassador. Not only did I learn about dragon myths in order to compare them to what you're like, but I also studied myths about creatures that are similar to humans so I could find out how similar they were to yours. Sweet! You're going to put all of that into the game. Great. I thought you wanted to give an accurate portrayal of humans, not just collect myths. I see. That's true. You could say that Reza would be about average for an adult, but he's tiny, so I don't know if I really would say that. Not that it would be impossible to get a good deal bigger than him or even smaller than you, but those cases are rather rare and usually the result of medical conditions. No, not really. There's a certain spectrum of skin colors that can be lighter or darker, but so far I've seen a lot more variety in the dragons here. We do have quite a number of different eye colors, though. As for things that aren't immediately visible, we also have different blood types, but I assume you know about that. Sweet. Some people even believe your blood type influences your personality. Anything else you want to know? Sweet. Have you worked on any other games before? Yeah, this is his first real game. How so? I see. How long exactly have you been working on this? Oh, that's so great. Of course. Have you shown the game to other people yet? And what do they say? I think it's that way with any kind of feedback. How many are we talking about? Ah, I see. What if it doesn't work out? Well, you're investing a certain amount of time and money into making this game. Ideally, you would make back your investment and hopefully get some profit on top of that. Yay! Same. With that attitude, I suppose you really don't have anything to lose. Exactly. So it's now or never, huh? And that all works out with your career job? Seems like you know what you're doing. What kind of tools are you using to make it? If I consider what some of your species look like, I'm having a hard time imagining how the bigger ones could program a game. I imagine you'd have to be careful with those when working as a courier anyway. That sounds unpleasant. Have you been working as a courier for long? I mean, I could see why. It's because he's small and has wings. Okay. Yeah, I should probably head back to my apartment before it gets too dark. Sure. Alright, sure, here's my number. I feel like you already had my number. Don't worry about it. I really have to get going now, so maybe I'll see you next time. Ciao. Take care. Ciao, baby. Alright, more free time. Guess what? We don't need to do any of this. Alright, we are cruising. Chapter 2. You don't need to worry about anything quite yet. It's either chapter 3 or 4 that I need to start paying attention, because that's when I need to go to the police archives. But everything else we can kind of skip through. Don't need to worry about it. I have seen it. We can skip ahead. Leave the crime scene. It was a small piece of paper. Actually, I need to check something. Where does it say? Okay, here we go. So I needed this. So I have the sphere. Okay, so Lorem's route really revolves around this Ixoman sphere that we've picked up. So we have it in our inventory right now. What we don't have is the charging base. And we know that the charging base is in the archives from when we were doing Adin's route. So that's what we need to worry about. But obviously it's not time for that yet, so let's visit the production facility, sure. It doesn't really matter what we do. What kind of research are you doing? Has Reza been? Let's ask if Reza's been here so we can like feel helpful. Seen him a few times. And that's it. We don't care about the rest. Yeah, whatever. Alright, and let's go to the park, just cause. I'm gonna do this again, just in case. I think I have to search, in order to get it, I think I have to search the sphere a couple times. I mean, search the sphere a couple times. Search the pavilion a couple times. Yeah. I just want to make sure that I have it. I don't think I have to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway, just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna do it like 3 times. Okay, so I think I've already gotten it. Okay. And we can skip. Because we don't care about the story. Who cares about plot? Not me. Right now. We are going to meet with Lorem. Obvi. So I don't think I've seen this scene. I have seen this scene like off stream, but I don't think we've ever seen this on stream before. So here is something brand new. Okay, yeah, I know I've seen it. No, don't skip ahead. As you wish. We're gonna watch it. This is alright, so everyone strap in, because this is where things start getting a little bit, well, one of my friends just told me the chat isn't showing up on stream, and I haven't been seeing anything in chat, so I have it open on my computer, but I haven't been seeing it. My message shows. so that's awkward. How derpy. Are y'all talking and I just can't see you? Also, it's like really big and kind of weird. So that's... I had to reset it recently, so that could be why. Thanks for letting me know, Aiden. But by private messaging me. Let me, I see you! I see you now! I see you! Okay, hang on. It's actually really annoying me. So, I'm gonna fix it really quickly. So yeah, I apologize if y'all have been talking this whole time and I haven't seen you because apparently chat wasn't working. That's cool. You know, love when that happens. Yeah, I don't know why you were just ranting about random stuff. Oh, that's my favorite though. I love seeing that. Yeah, wow, hang on. This chat is freaking huge. I need to fix this. I do like this music though. It's kind of rad. Yeah, this chat is getting on my nerves. I obviously did not test the chat. Wow, that's so annoying. I wonder why I did that. Wow, that's really strange and interesting. Not a fan. Not a fan. I mean, all of my settings on Streamlabs were saved, so I wouldn't know why that is happening. It's a little bit weird, isn't it? So anyways, what I was saying before that debacle, I can talk about it while I'm fixing this, the chat thing. This is where the game is gonna get a little bit more on the Zero Escape side and start getting a little esoteric. So you're gonna have to bear with it for a bit. It's this. If you played Zero Escape and you watched this scene, this is definitely where the Zero Escape inspiration came from, or like it manifests itself, because this is very, very Zero Escape, which is great. I love it, but it's also like, it's a little bit wild. Where is the font size? I'm gonna make it pretty small. Alright, hopefully, maybe that'll be better. Testing the new font size. Alright, there we go. Thank God. That is better. I could not take that. Okay. We are good. We are good to go. Alright. Sweet. I feel better. Alright. So, now we can keep going. Sure. I don't even remember what I was asked, but sure. Oh my god, look at him. He's blushing. What a cutie. Oh wait, I gotta go back to his endings. It is my pleasure. Hooray! Yeah, well. Did you have anything important that you wanted to share from the last scene? Again, I really do apologize for that. I have no idea why that would occur. And I had it open in 2 separate places, both on my computer and on my phone, and neither of the chats showed up. How odd is that? Wow, he did a staggering amount of research. Sure. We sat down at the coffee table. Lorem opened up a laptop and started to type away. Seeing the laptop brought back memories. In our world, they'd become obsolete a long time ago. Some of them are really weird. You already told me about the 4-headed humans, so I think I can handle this. Oh, we actually get to see them. Okay, yep, that's a little bit weird, isn't it? Okay. Rad. looks attractive. No, he looks friendly. I mean, I can see it. Ancestors. Well, it does remind me of some of the dragons I've seen here, but I'm not sure what humans have to do with this. He kind of looks like Damien, the guy we just saw. I do. Yeah. Yes, I do remember, actually. We just talked about it. Yeah, I don't know. That was what I was thinking. There's so much variation, like which one was the first one, and I was hoping that he could answer that, but apparently not. Well, we know from Anna's blood tests that the DNA is pretty similar. You're never this early? Well, I mean, I never streamed this early, so there we go. I'm gonna end around my usual start time. This is getting weird. No, that's not what we're saying. We're gonna say interesting, because it is. That is a more human trait. You're not wrong. I mean, right. Ooh. You can walk on 2 legs as well, right? Obviously, he's standing on 2 legs right now. Okay. I can see that. Ooh, new picture. Let's see. Wow. Oh. That's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate look. What's with the little horns? Makes sense. I'm not sure he's a particularly friendly one, though. Oh, that's a girl? I mean, you know. Really? So far, I've only heard positive things about us. I mean, I feel like that's gonna happen in every, quote, religion, end quote. In what way? And how do they think they can do that? Like an animal. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Aren't hurting anyone. As long as they aren't hurting anyone. I can imagine. Yeah, they would be out in the country. This is an interesting style, though. Do you know how these pictures were made? And you're using these as references? Great. Yeah, take pictures with me, it'd probably end up better. Alright, what do you need me to do? Oh great, he's gonna sketch me. Okay, I can certainly do that. I walked up to the spot he indicated. When I took my place, I saw that he'd laid out a number of pens, paper, and other art supplies on the table. Paint me like one of your French I mean, what? Oh, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Okay. Do you want me to strike a pose or something? A T-pose should be good to get started. Okay. What's that? Duh. Come on, Diana. Oh, I get it. Raising my arms to the side. I wonder how long this would take. Okay. Stay still. I'm already regretting this. Can I still talk? Sure, as long as you don't talk with your arms. Ooh, rough call. As I wasn't allowed to move my head, I stared at Lorem sketching my figure. This went on for a few minutes until I suddenly heard the sound of a door opening. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the roommate. We have seen him once before. But we've never actually talked to him for longer than like 5 minutes, but this is Lorem's roommate. Alright, the human was going to visit today. Everyone wants to study me. Get used to it. Okay. And maybe take a few notes. And I love that his name is Ipsum. Lorem and Ipsum, that's so funny. Nice to meet you, Ipsum. His scientific bluntness. So much for those two being best friends. What's that? It's like an older Spike. It kinda is. No, they'll never catch me. I don't like where this is going. Uh-oh, and the nose. I did. I did. Kinda. Oh, good luck to you then. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, hey, we're seeing mention of that thing again. When we went to the park the other day. So we have half of it. Uh-oh. No. Good. Yeah. I remembered the sphere that I had found in the park. I dug into my pockets to show it to them. Wait a minute, are you talking about... Oh, sorry. Quickly, I extended my arms again to make a perfect T-pose. Sorry, forgot the no moving thing. Sorry, I just found something in the park recently that may or may not be your Ixoman sphere. In my pocket? Probably in one of my pockets. At these words, Ipsum got up and walked over to me. I searched my pockets and looked for the sphere to no avail. Oh, it's not here. Sorry, I thought I had it. I must have left it in my apartment. I could fetch it after we're done with this. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Alright. What is an Ixoman sphere anyway? Ooh. Sounds like my kind of thing. Oh. Okay. Like what? Oh, shoot. It's like a phone. Except phones can't levitate. Is it basically like a smartphone? Well, if they could take photos, I wouldn't need to stand around like this. That is, if we had it here now. Easier for you, maybe. Not for me. I hope this doesn't take much longer because my arms went numb a while ago. A tingling sensation went up my arms as I relaxed. Slowly, I began to regain feeling in them. Oh, you want to see? You want to get my butt? I thought we were done already. You know. I know exactly what you mean. Me, ow. Isn't it my turn to draw you now? What do you mean that's not how it works? It totally could work that way. Wow, it's, poor Lorem. That depends on how fast you are. As I was now facing the wall, I couldn't see what Lorem and Ipsum were doing. After a few seconds of silence, I heard some whispering coming from the couch. What are you talking about? Are you talking about my butt? Oh, my clothes? Wow, someone wants me to take off my clothes. I see how it is. I see how it is. I'm just saying. They do. Alright, thank you, Ipsum. Have a nice day. we actually have a pretty big variety of vestments. I could tell you about it. Oh, okay. Alright. So, Ipsum, I've heard a lot about experiments in science now, but what do you actually do? As a biologist with a minor in physics. Wow. Sounds interesting, yeah. Sounds interesting. Uh-oh. Isn't this already a hobby? Oh, what's his other hobby? What is it? There's no need to be embarrassed about your hobbies. Aww. That's so cute. What's the other half then? Oh, that's so cool. That's so nice. Aw, what a cutie. I could totally see him with a flower crown. And he has a tea collection? Great, this is the best apartment ever. Don't be silly. You two sound just like an old couple. Does it? I don't know. This is presumably the friend he was talking about moving out here with. I think it does. By the way, Ipsum, you're not from here, right? Well, you look nothing like any other dragon I've seen here so far. I suppose that's true for Lorem as well. You're both pretty small. But you, Ipsum, also have hair. That's certainly new. I imagine being smaller than the rest of the population would come with its own challenges. Nice. There's one thing I've been wondering. How do you even sit in one of those chairs? Won't the backrest cause problems with your tails? Yeah, that would suck, actually. I see. Lorem, you asked me about breath weapons last time, but I don't think you ever told me if you had one. Ooh, he has fire. What about you, Ipsum? Yes, Ipsum, what about you? Ooh, that's hot. Same as mine, then. I've really been staring at the wall with so much fun. Oh my god, that's the right answer. Me. So sassy. Something dynamic. How dynamic are we talking about? I have thoughts in my head about these dragons that I probably shouldn't say. Something that isn't static. You can strike a pose, something that's just you. Alright. What kind of pose should I go for? A swimwear pose. Oh, well, this one doesn't have an option. I'm really tempted. Like, it doesn't have a guide for this particular question, and I am kind of really tempted to choose a swimwear pose, but I don't know how well that would go. I'm gonna save here real quick. But I'm totally gonna do it, because you know me. Draw me like one of your... My what? I forget what I just said. Sure! Love it. Are you two sure you're not in a relationship? Aww. Oh, really? What are you currently working on? Oh, fancy. You're talking about the portal, right? Maybe I could tell you a few things. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay, well, I'm aware. Alright, here we go. Are you ready? We're gonna get a little bit physicsy here. The portal manipulates the wormhole's exit. This way, something can be sent to whichever destination is chosen. Now, there's a theory about the purpose of the natural wormholes in the universe. Remember, we do already kind of know how the portal works because the administrator has told us before, but it's a little bit confusing. So Ipsum is here to make it even more confusing. How so? Yes, video game analogies work well for everything. You hit a wall. You reappear on the opposite side. Right. I don't know. Sure. Uh-huh. This is getting confusing. Okay. Right. Yes. Sure. Okay. Okay. What? A Taurus? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh god. I actually am. Yes, thank you, Zeroscape. Let's say I'm not. Every single time a choice is made by an actor that possesses free will, the universe splits off into different branches. I see. Well, some of us can. Zeroscape. Yes. How does that work? Does this mean we get teleported to the other side, like in video games? So, which is it then? Do we get teleported or not? Imagine this sheet of paper. Okay. He took a sheet of paper from Lorem's stack and showed it to me, marking a spot near the edge with a pen. Okay. I'm with you. He drew an X close to the right side of the paper. Okay. It's so wild, but it makes a lot of sense. Right. Yes, presumably. So they're really more like glue. What construct? Great, love it. Good, awesome, love to see it. I hope so too. Maybe we can collaborate. Your researchers seem to know what they're doing. What do you think's gonna happen, Ipsum? Don't say I didn't warn you. Hopefully. Terribly exciting. Yeah. What do you mean? Are you talking about colonies? I'm not sure if that would be a good idea. Well... Everything's still up in the air as far as diplomatic relations go. We have no idea what the situation could be like in just a week. It's almost done. Here, what do you think? Lorem leaned over, holding up the paper to Ipsum. Ipsum looked at the paper closely, his gaze shifting back and forth between me and the paper several times. After a few seconds, he seemed to be finished with his evaluation. This part looks a little long. He pointed a sharp claw at a part of the paper Lorem was holding. If I wasn't sure, I wouldn't have said it. Duh. Lorem reached for his eraser, purging a few lines from the paper before he switched to his pen again. See, what would you ever do without me? Oh, goodness. Suddenly the sound— okay, I definitely thought that was in my apartment. I almost freaked out. Suddenly the sound of an alarm resounded through the room. Oh, his experiment is done, aka probably his dinner. Sounds like a microwave. He sounds fun. He certainly keeps things interesting around here. I can imagine. Rad. Feels good being able to move again. Let me see, what time is it? It's getting late and I probably shouldn't stay out this long. Looks like I'll have to decline for now. It was my pleasure, minus having to stay still for the whole time. This was actually quite fun. Cool. Sure, works for me. Ooh, something special. Just give me a call sometime, we'll figure out the rest. Bye! Date success! Nothing's going on today. Well, we're not gonna do anything else because he hasn't called us yet. I wish I'd spent time doing something more productive. Alright, now we gotta start paying attention. Because I don't remember which chapter the police archives are actually in. Oh look, there's Lorem. We got his card now. Intuition. I think it's chapter 3, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Alright, morning sun. Hello? Who is it? Hey, Sebastian. What's going on? Okay. Okay, someone's dead as usual. Diana, I've got some really bad news. You know, Anna. Okay, thank God. He's still dead. I don't care about him. Sorry. I just don't. I mean, I do. It sucks that he's dead, but... You okay? I'm fine. So it turns out you've seen this before. No, we can just skip to scene selection. We are good. We can skip, skip, and see what I can do. We want to go to the archives. Because I need to do this. So on my way when a voice called out, I can't help you, sir. I'm sorry. I wish I could because you look really awesome. But I gotta go to the police archives. It is imperative for plot. Hi, Katsuharu. I'm sorry. I'm busy. I can't help you. But sometime I will, I promise. But if you help him, you lose your thing. So, hi. Oh, you're pretty. You can find all the files. I think I want to rummage through the trash. This. It's a flat base with a circular indent at the top. Where have I seen this before? Oh right, it's an Ixomen sphere part. Yeah, we got it. Let's play blank. Okay, here we go. No worries, following 1000. You are just fine. It's a weird time for me to be streaming, so don't worry about it. That should do it. Wasn't sure when Bryce was gonna be in his office again, but when he returned, you would definitely notice this. Haha, you pranked Bryce, you naughty, naughty person. Obviously, Bryce is my husbando. I'm going to prank him, duh. Oh, look at the time. I better wrap it up here. Alright, so we got that sphere bit. That's all that we really needed. Small piece of paper. Don't go to the portal. Don't do it. Stop. Don't go to the portal. Don't go to the portal. Wait it out. Following 1000, all that you've missed is that we're going after Lorem, who is the really cute, like, video game nerd type guy. He's pretty adorable. Okay. Okay, this is new. For the record, I have never seen this one before, so it's gonna be fun. Hey Diana, guess what? We're going treasure hunting! So put on a robe and your best treasure hunting hat, and let's get going. Seriously, call me back when you hear this. Alright, let's go treasure hunting, I guess. Sure, why not? Does he actually have a treasure hunting hat? Because it's important. Treasure hunting hat? Oh. I've seen this before? What? No, I did not think I had seen this before. I thought this was new. I at least do not remember it. As you wish. Hey, Lorem. What's up? So, where exactly are we going? You mentioned something about treasure hunting, but don't tell me we're actually trying to unearth some ancient human artifacts. It's going to be fun. Alright. I am excited. I'll just hope for the best. A treasure hunting kit? He showed me the map. It was a piece of paper that had obviously been treated. Oh, I didn't read that. Sounds like fun. Glad you agree. I'm big and strong. Bigger and stronger than you, I guess. That's what I just said. We are on the same wavelength here, honey. Great. I would love to do the digging. Great. Alright, let's go. It sounds fun. Do we need to bring a shovel, or do you expect me to dig with my bare hands? What about ourselves? So there are no directions for the states, so I'm just gonna be my usual sassy self. I think that one's a given. Aw. Great, then we're all set. So, where are we supposed to go? Then the place indicated is the school. Let's go then. You know what? I do vaguely remember this a little bit now. We've never been here before. Here we are. Alright. Back to school, huh? Oh, it's summer. We're not breaking and entering, technically. Yeah, no. How does school work here, anyway? In general, I'd like to know more about how your school system works as a whole. Nah, I'd like to know. I'd just do my job. Sure. Well, I looked for hints as to the treasure's whereabouts. Lorem started talking. Okay. Tell me. Okay. Well, that sounds awesome. That doesn't sound too different from what it used to be like in my world, but nowadays things are more chaotic. Practical skills are valued most in our city, and you aren't really given a choice to do anything else. Sure, people can learn other things on their own, but it's not as if school's mandatory anymore. People just do whatever they feel like. No, I still got to experience our old education system, college included. Don't forget this takes place in like a dystopian world, so that's why she's talking like that. None of these, actually. These are literally the 3 subjects that I hated. This is not a very wide range of options. Let's go with art, because he likes art. Really? Me too. Haha. Tell them what they want to hear. What for? Or does it need a justification? True. Can't you do that with a computer? Sure, I see. Nope. No, I feel like we must be missing something. Yeah, the X definitely points to this alley. Let's investigate the water trough. Maybe it has something to do with the water trough and the faucets. Maybe let's check it out. We walked over and looked inside the water trough. Inside, the dirt was already a few inches high, a clear indicator that it hadn't been cleaned for a while. Yeah, I guess so. Or maybe they left it here on purpose because our treasure's inside. Well, what if we turn on the water? Maybe that's what the faucets are for. We turned on the faucets and watched as the trough slowly filled with water. And now? Ew. I immersed my hands in the sludge. This is still pretty hard. Lorem joined me. Both of us dug around in the sludge, which slowly became clearer as more water filled the trough. Oh, what is it? What do we got? Really? Oh, let's... Lorem's face was straining as he tried to pull harder and harder on the object he'd found. Maybe I should try? Suddenly his hands reappeared from beneath the murky water, holding a small, shiny object in their grasp. What is it? What is it? He opened his hands to reveal a big screw. Oh. Maybe you should put that back. Whoops. After Lorem replaced it, we noticed that besides the water, the trough was completely empty. I guess it's not here after all. It's true, we didn't do his job. Maybe. Let's examine the wall. Maybe it has something to do with the walls? We're clearly missing something here, so maybe there's some sort of hint we've been overlooking. Something that wouldn't be obvious to anyone else who came through here. Oh. My gaze slowly went along the walls, trying to find something, anything that could have a hidden meaning. Hey, look at that. That kind of looks like an X on the wall, don't you think? Maybe it's here somewhere. Wait, are we trying to date these dragons? Yes, we are. Kind of. I mean, right now we're just treasure hunting. But, we can. It's an option. We've dated 4, and Lorem's a bit on the iffy side because he has his own endings, but he's not one of the main 4 that you can date. But I would assume that you can date, like, we can date him. Aha! What is it? He pulled out a cylindrical, shiny object and held it up to me. It looked like some sort of capsule. Maybe there's something inside. That's going to be a pretty small treasure. He screwed it open and held the 2 halves of the cylindrical object in his hands. To our surprise, it didn't have any empty space on the inside. Nothing could be hidden within. Instead, the insides of the 2 halves were engraved. What does it say? 2J. That's it? Yep, it's also on the other half. It might be coordinates. The grid on the map has numbers and letters like that. That means 2J would be here. Right in the middle of a forest. Let's go. Treasure hunting. Yeah. Finding our spot might be a bit more difficult from here on out. Why's that? We don't really have buildings and addresses as reference anymore. Here we only have a spot in the middle of the forest. Don't worry, I have an excellent sense of navigation, which is what everyone says before we get super lost. Well, let's hope we find it before it gets too dark, though, or things might become a lot more complicated. I'd rather not get lost here. You won't have to worry about anything. If there are any predators in the area, they'll see me as a better target than you. Don't tell me there are predators in these woods. Not really. There might be a stray or two, but that should be it. These woods are considered to be very safe. Even if that's true, and worst comes to worst, you can just fly away. I guess that's true. You kind of sound like you don't like the woods, though. I like going for walks as long as it's safe. Then you don't have anything to worry about here. I already told you, there really shouldn't be any predators in these parts. Stream randomly pausing or skipping? Yeah, it's being a little bit of a butt today, I've noticed. It's gotten a little bit worse, but my streams tend to do that. Usually if I try and reset it, it just makes it worse. So I'm afraid to do that. Since it's a visual novel, I'm not as worried about it as I would be if we were playing something else. No, it's probably on my end. Just trying to decide if it's worth it to restart, because there's a possibility that it might get worse if I do. But it is pretty bad right now. It's kind of behaving for me right now, so I would like to say it's not too bad, but it's definitely being a bit of a butt. I'm not gonna lie. So most of it's probably on my end. Okay, now it looks a little bit more stable, so maybe it'll be better. It's not like these woods are haunted or anything. Haunted? That reminds me of something. What is it? Maybe you'll be interested in this. In our world, there was a forest that was notorious for the many suicides that took place there. It was said to be haunted by angry spirits. That sounds horrible. Well, why are there so many suicides there, and why are the spirits so angry? Well, in Japanese folklore, people have a soul or spirit that's called reikon. Upon a person's death, the reikon separates from the body and goes to a form of purgatory. After certain rites have been performed, the reikon then goes on to join its ancestors and becomes a protector of the living family. However, under certain circumstances, like rites not being performed correctly or dying in a sudden or violent manner, the reikon transforms into a yorei instead. Yorei. The yorei can return to the physical world and haunt it until it has been laid to rest. So there you go, another myth for your collection. Well, I know where not to go for my next vacation now. I wouldn't want to